Are you struggling to pack on the muscles and you just don't know what to do? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to share with you exactly how you can start packing on the muscle with simply by changing your diet. Hey, in case you don't know me, my name is Jason Chaney, and let's go ahead and dig into it. So I had got a real question a real great question this past Monday about how can I gain extra muscle mass. And so a lot of times people think like, oh, Jason's just about weight loss. Jason's just about weight loss. No, I'm about actual gaining muscle mass. Also, if you've been watching my videos through the past year and a half, you've seen that like I not only am I slimming, but I'm also getting more muscle definition also. And so the reason being is because I started actually understanding one thing, which is inflammation. And so before I go into the actual training part, let me just break down how do you actually grow muscle. So if you're not familiar with it, I used to be a gym rat when I was in Iraq. I would spend like 4 to 6 hours a day in the gym because I wanted those 30-inch pythons like Hulk Hogan. And I didn't get the 30-inch. I got about 18 to 20, somewhere around there. But I started understanding how to grow muscle. I just didn't understand how to grow it correctly. And so when you're growing muscle, what you're doing, you're actually ripping the actual fibers of the muscle. And so what that means is you're knowingly creating inflammation inside the muscles. If you're not familiar with what inflammation is, there's 5 cycles. Now, I did a training on this inside the free Facebook group. So if you wanted to go real depth into about inflammation, just go ahead and do a quick search and just put in real people losing weight with a plant-based diet. And you'll see the Facebook group there, and you can go in there and you can catch that training. It's still up. And so there's 5 cycles: heat, swelling, redness, pain, and loss of function. And so as you're growing muscles, you're going through the first 4: heat, redness, swelling, and pain. And think about it, because as your muscles going, you're getting into that muscle. They call it delayed muscles something. I can't remember the name of it, but it's when you're after a day or two, you're in a lot of pain. And it's because your body is still feeling inflammation. So now any bodybuilder, anybody that go to the gym, they'll tell you the important part when it comes to getting muscle gains isn't about how much you can rip the muscle, not about how much inflammation you can put in there. It's about how fast you can recover, because it takes time to get the muscle to get bigger and bigger over time. And it takes commitment to it. So you have to do it each and every day. And that's how you actually get your muscle gains faster. But now let's get into the training part. Like, how can you really optimize getting muscle gains? Because I don't like just generic, oh, do this and you'll get the muscle gains. Like, I want you to know how to exactly get the muscle gains. So let's talk about the inflammation. Inflammation is the way to get muscle gains, but you want to be able to control the inflammation and control your rebound. This is where most people mess up, and this is how most people quit going to the gym, because they're not eating the right diet or have the right eating lifestyle to where it's going to help reduce the inflammation in the maximum amount of time. Meaning you shouldn't have to be going 3, 4, 5, 6 days of intense pain. Like, your diet should be releasing that inflammation within your muscles going to the gym. Now, because most people are not aware of this, this is why when I work with clients one-on-one, I just tell them, don't worry about exercise. We will get to the exercise. If I can give you more energy, I can get you to start losing 1 pound at a time. Like, I guarantee you'll get to the exercise stage, because a lot of times you have to have a mindset of you like pain. And it's hard to go from never working out to loving pain. Like, that is a very hard thing to do. So it's easier to eat your way into the muscle gains. So when you're trying to control the inflammation through your diet, you have receptors called NFKB. NFKB. These receptors send out protein, and it helps to release the inflammation. This is how the body naturally releases inflammation. And this is why doing the 7-step tune-up, if you haven't done the 7-day jumpstart, is very important, because this shows you how to regulate your body naturally and to control the inflammation till you can start getting the outcomes that you want. And so here's the thing, like, if you eat like the average American, you eat a high protein diet, but it's an animal protein diet. And here's the flaw in that. Animal protein is genetically have inflammation built in it through saturated fat, through heme iron, through other chemicals that are only found in animal proteins. So think about it. You're trying to get muscle gains by creating inflammation in your body, getting your body to where it's starting to rip, it's starting to get the swelling, where the blood flowing in the muscles. And then you're getting the pain because you're tearing the muscle fibers. And the way to rebound from it is about your diet, about what you eat. But what you're actually doing is you're creating more inflammation on top of that. So you're not getting the results of the muscle definitions because you're never getting the recovery stage. And so that is very important. And this is the difference between eating animal protein and plant protein. Plant proteins do not have inflammation in them. They are anti-inflammatory. We're talking about green leafy vegetables. We're talking about carbohydrates such as potatoes, pastas. We're talking about legumes such as different types of beans, chickpeas, red beans, navy beans, white beans, garbanzo beans, lentils. We're talking about grains, white rice, brown rice, wild rice, like quinoa, couscous. Like all of these things are the things that's going to help you start recovering. So if you focus on getting the recovery, you will start getting the muscle gains. So I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you got some value from this. If you like this type of content, go ahead and hit that like button. If you know someone who's sitting out there and they're like, they may not even be looking to lose weight. They just may want to gain extra muscle mass. Go ahead and share this video with them because they can get value from this also. Being supercharged is not about just losing weight. Being supercharged is about optimizing your body to get the results that you want. Like, this is the beauty about supercharged, and this is why I knew I had to bring this out to the world. And this is why I have a goal of mentoring at least 100,000 people and to be living a plant-based lifestyle so they can start seeing the goals that they want and getting them whenever they want it. And so if you like this type of information, you want to dive a little deeper, you want to learn more about, okay, Jason, how did you discover this stuff? How do you know all of this stuff? I've never heard this before. Just click the link up above. I have a webinar going on tomorrow, and it's a free webinar. I'm going to explain three secrets that the diet industry is not explaining to us. These are the 3 things that I've learned from failed diet after failed diet after failed diet until I started actually winning and understanding how to lose weight correctly. And when I started understanding how to lose weight correctly and getting my health back, I started realizing every diet program makes these same flaws. And this is why we're on that hamster wheel of never getting the results. You gain a pound, you lose a pound, gain 10 more pounds, lose 2 pounds, and you're never getting the results that you want. And this is why so many of us have quit or feel like now that we're not capable of losing weight. So I want to just invite you to just hop on there, click on the link up above, and just register, and you'll get an email sent directly to you. And I will see you tomorrow on the webinar, and stay supercharged.